My child, come, sit with me in the quiet chambers of your heart. I am here, in the stillness that you so often run from, in the silence you try to fill with noise. I see you when you believe you are most alone, when the curtains are drawn and the world is asleep. It is in these moments that the deep questions of your soul rise to the surface, like persistent ghosts that haunt the hallways of your mind. I know the ache of your longing, the sharp sting of your confusion, and the heavy weight of your unspoken struggles. Do not be afraid, for your spirit is an open book to me. Nothing you feel, nothing you think, nothing you fear is hidden from my sight. The peace you desperately seek, the profound truths you yearn to understand, they are not distant mysteries. They are here, held safely in my hands, waiting for the perfect moment to be revealed to you, at a pace your heart can absorb and with a clarity that will not overwhelm you. The one you love, the soul you have entwined with your own, walks with a heavy burden that they have kept locked away from your view. I want you to understand from the very core of your being that this secrecy is not a measure of their love for you. It is not a weapon they wield to cause you pain, nor is it a sign that their affection has waned. It is, my child, a testament to the fragile nature of the human heart. It is born of human fear, that ancient enemy of intimacy, and human frailty, which convinces souls they must build walls to protect their most vulnerable spaces. But the time has come for my light to pour into those shadowed corners. It is time for you to understand that what has been concealed does not negate the powerful love that flows between you. In fact, its revelation is meant to purify and deepen it. And so I tell you now, as you stand on the precipice of this new understanding, do not let your first step be one of anger. Do not let it be one of fear. These are the reactions of the ego which feels slighted and betrayed. I call you to a higher path. I ask you to approach this moment with the profound calm that comes from an open heart, a heart that is ready to receive truth not as a verdict, but as 𝐆𝐿, a story of pain, of insecurity, of a shame they mistakenly believed they had to carry in solitude. I will guide you, my child. I will teach you to see this secret not as a betrayal that severs, but as a sacred opportunity for a healing that binds. This is a chance for a connection far deeper than you have known, a chance for the luminous beauty of grace to manifest in your relationship. Trust me as I gently unfold this mystery for you. I know that in this moment of waiting, your mind will race. It will conjure 1,000 worst-case scenarios, each more painful than the last. Let these fears come. Do not fight them. Present them to me and watch as I take those phantoms and transform them into truth and light. I will reveal the core of this matter, and when you see it in its unadorned simplicity, you will recognize it as part of my divine plan, a lesson designed to cultivate in you the sacred virtues of patience, boundless compassion, and the liberating power of forgiveness. I am the one who knows all hearts, and the heart of your beloved is held as gently in my hands as is your own. I will not leave you to navigate this alone. I will show you precisely how to approach them, not with the force of a confrontation or the entitlement of a demand, but with the disarming tenderness of a love that is rooted in true understanding. So be still, my precious child. Let the frantic waves of your thoughts grow calm. Let your heart become a quiet, reflective pool, so that my words of wisdom can settle deep within you and become your own. The hidden truth you have been sensing is not about a grand, malicious deceit. It is about a fear of vulnerability so profound that it has silenced them. They have not shown you their weaknesses, their deepest doubts, or their tenderest regrets because they are terrified that doing so would mean losing your love. They fear your judgment. They fear your rejection. They fear that the idealized image they believe you hold of them will shatter, and that you will turn away from the imperfect reality. Yet, my child, you must know this eternal truth. Love is infinitely stronger than fear. True, divine love does not run when it encounters imperfection. It runs towards it. It does not recoil from flaws. It embraces them, understanding that they are the very textures that make a soul unique and beautiful. Love forgives, not because it is blind, but because it sees with spiritual eyes. It holds the entirety of another's soul, the light and the shadow, the strength and the yenness, and calls it beloved. I tell you with all the love of a creator for his creation, that this coming revelation is not designed to cause strife. It is an invitation to a more profound unity. Therefore, when the moment comes to speak with this person, you must speak from the quietest, most loving center of your heart. Speak with the patience of a gardener tending a delicate seedling. Speak with a clarity that is born of love, not accusation. Do not allow your ego or the sudden rush of hurt feelings to steer your words. Instead, open yourself and let my spirit flow through you. Let my wisdom be your guide, and let my love be the unshakable foundation upon which you build this difficult but sacred conversation. You will feel the temptation to judge. You will be tempted to assume the worst, to create elaborate stories in your mind that magnify the secret and paint your loved one as a villain. But I caution you, my child, do not fall into this trap of the imagination. The truth, in its pure and unvarnished form, is almost always simple, humble, and deeply human. What feels like a monumental betrayal is often, upon inspection, a small pain that has festered, a quiet fear that was never given a voice, a past mistake that has been cloaked in years of shame. Do not allow your imagination to distort the beautiful, complex, and fragile heart of the one you love. I am with you always. This is not a mere platitude, it is a promise. I have walked with you through every unseen struggle. I have sat with you through every long night of loneliness, and I have held you in every moment of crushing doubt. And I say to you now with the full authority of that love, be not afraid. The truth that you are about to learn will not destroy you. It will not destroy your love. It will, in fact, set you both free. It will dismantle the false floors and hidden partitions in your relationship, allowing it to stand on a new, solid foundation of radical honesty. From this foundation, your love will grow stronger, blossom with a new kind of authenticity, and shine with a light that is genuine, pure, and truly enduring. I will give you the words to say. I will orchestrate the perfect moment to speak, and I will prepare your heart to receive the truth with grace. Your chosen one, in turn, will see the light of my love shining through you, and through my grace, they will finally understand that their whole, true self is safe in your hands. Do not rush them, and do not rush this process. The unfolding of a difficult truth is like the sunrise. It cannot be forced. It happens slowly, steadily, and in its own time, but when it is complete, it is glorious and illuminates everything. My child, you might look back and wonder why you did not see this before, or why I allowed you to feel this distance and unease for so long. But I tell you, all things happen in my perfect timing. The signs I sent you, the subtle whispers of your own intuition, the fleeting moments of sadness you glimpsed in their eyes, the unexplainable sense of a barrier between you, they were all part of the journey I have laid before you. They were not meant to torment you, but to prepare you. Embrace them now in hindsight. Listen to them, and know that I am always speaking, always guiding, always loving. Your loved one's secret is not a reflection of their love for you. It is a reflection of their shared humanity. And I say to you, my child, that in truly understanding this, you will discover a new depth of compassion within yourself, a new and formidable strength in your heart, and a brilliant new light in your relationship. This is not a punishment. This is not a test of your endurance. This is my love in action. It is a divine lesson, teaching you both the profound beauty of truth, the immense power of honesty, and the deep, soul-quenching healing that comes from complete openness. So listen carefully, my child. When you approach this matter, do so with grace as your shield and love as your sword. Not a sword that cuts, but one that cuts through illusion. Do not demand answers. Do not insist on a confession. Let the truth emerge into a space of safety you create, like a gentle light filtering into a dark room, not a blinding interrogation lamp. When you speak, speak in a way that makes the soul of your loved one feel seen and safe, not cornered and judged. And when you listen, listen with the ears of your heart, so that you hear not only their words, but the fear, the pain, and the longing for forgiveness that lie beneath them. I will be your guide in this sacred dance. I will be the third presence in the room, helping both of you to see that your love is stronger than any secret, more powerful than any fear, and more brilliant than any shadow that has momentarily clouded your path. I tell you again, my child, do not lose hope. What is hidden will be revealed, and its revelation will not bring the pain you fear, but the freedom you both crave. You will see the heart of your chosen one in a light you have never seen before, a light of raw, beautiful, and vulnerable humanity. And you will understand that the strongest bonds of love are built not only on shared joy and effortless trust, but also on shared burdens, patient compassion, and the courageous willingness to embrace each other's imperfections. And so, my child, I call you now to open your heart wider than you ever thought possible. I call you to see this situation not with the eyes of fear, but with the eyes of love. I call you to trust in my timing, to believe in my plan, and to embrace the holy light that I am now shining upon this part of your life. For the truth you seek and the understanding you long for will come to you, just as I have promised. It will arrive not with anger or destruction, but with a deep and lasting peace, with a profound healing, and with a renewed connection that will strengthen your soul and the soul of your chosen one for all the days to come. Never for a single moment doubt that I am present. Never doubt that my infinite love covers you like a protective canopy. Never doubt that my hands are guiding you and the one you love through every unseen moment, every unspoken fear, and every silent pain. Trust me, my child. Let your heart become the instrument through which my peace and my truth can flow into your world. And remember this always: the path of true love is never a straight, easy road. It is often winding, sometimes steep, and occasionally dark. But it is always, always worthwhile. Do not shrink from what is hidden. Do not fear what you do not yet know. Walk into this moment with the courage of a warrior and the faith of a saint, armed with the knowledge that I am with you, surrounding you, lifting you, and revealing to you the exquisite beauty of truth, the unstoppable power of compassion, and the unfathomable depth of the love that exists between you. In all things I am your guide. In all things I am your protection. In all things I am love. My child, listen carefully once more, for these words are not merely for this present trouble, but are eternal truths for your journey through life. For as long as humanity has existed, I have spoken to my people. I have reached out with signs, with whispers, with subtle hints, and with clear, unmistakable revelations. And yet, so many have turned away. So many have been so caught in the deafening noise of the world, so immersed in the endless distractions of their daily lives, that they have missed the messages I have lovingly sent. But you, my child, are not to be one of them. For those who choose to pay attention, who quiet their minds and open their hearts, my signs become luminous lanterns on their path, guiding them away from unseen dangers, protecting them from hidden pitfalls, and leading them to greater understanding, to safety, to joy, and to a peace that surpasses all understanding. Know this deep in your spirit: the signs I send are never random. They are never without meaning. Each one is a carefully placed thread in the grand and beautiful tapestry of your life, a visible manifestation of my invisible love. When you see a lone hawk circling high above you at a moment of decision, When a forgotten song plays on the radio with lyrics that speak directly to your situation. When you feel a sudden, inexplicable wave of warmth or a deep, grounding calm settle upon your spirit. Those are my signs. They are not to be dismissed as mere coincidence or fanciful imagination. They are my hand reaching out to touch your shoulder. They are my voice speaking a language that transcends words, a language your soul instinctively recognizes. Have I not always spoken through the majesty of my creation? I speak in the steadfastness of the mountains, in the relentless power of the ocean tides, in the delicate intricacy of a snowflake, and in the glorious burst of a sunrise. I speak through the movements of the stars, through the cleansing rain, the whispering wind, and the life-giving sun. Have I not also reached out through the words and actions of others? A stranger who offers an unexpected kindness at your lowest moment, a child whose innocent observation cuts through your confusion, a friend who calls at the very moment you need them most. Those are my messengers. I speak to you in the quiet landscape of your dreams, leaving your heart quivering with a newfound understanding upon waking. All of these are my signs, and they are myriad. They are constant, ever present, and they are waiting patiently for the eyes that choose to see, the ears that choose to listen, and the heart that chooses to receive. Let me tell you of those who came before, my people through ages past, who were blessed with this guidance and whose lives were utterly transformed because they chose to pay attention. There was a woman lost in a desert of grief, who felt she could not go on. As she wept, she saw a single, resilient flower growing from a crack in a barren rock, and she understood my message, that life can and will bloom again, even in the most desolate of places. She chose to believe that sign, and she found the strength to take one more step, and then another. There were fishermen caught in a sudden, violent storm, their boat taking on water. In their fear, they were about to abandon ship, when their captain saw a break in the clouds no bigger than a man's hand, a sign he recognized as my promise. He held their course, and within the hour they sailed into calm waters. There were scholars and seekers who discovered profound truths, not in ancient scrolls, but by opening their hearts to my whispers in the silence and following the path of intuition I laid before them. My child, when you cultivate a spirit of attentiveness, when you choose to be fully present in the moment, you align yourself with the divine flow of the universe. The angels I send to guard you, the spirit guides who walk beside you, the invisible and all-encompassing presence of my love, all of these forces work in concert to bring you the signs you need. They are sometimes as loud as a thunderclap, and sometimes as subtle as the scent of rain on dry earth. They are sometimes direct and sometimes enigmatic, yet they all bear the same essential message. I am here. Pay attention. Open your heart. Trust my guidance. Follow the light I am sending you. I have seen the deep confusion that can live in a human heart. I have felt the moments when you doubt yourself, when you question the meaning of the events that unfold around you, when life feels like a chaotic and meaningless series of accidents. I say to you, my child, that these moments are a part of the journey of faith. The signs I give you are a bridge across that chasm of confusion, a steady handrail to guide you through the fog of uncertainty. When you choose to see them, and more importantly, when you choose to act according to the direction I provide, you will experience my power and my love made manifest in your life. You will begin to walk in my light, and the path before you, once shrouded in shadow, will become clear. Remember, my child, that my signs are not only for warning or course correction, they are also for celebration, for gratitude, and for confirmation. When a profound joy washes over you for no apparent reason, when your heart feels like it is singing in a moment of utter silence, when you are inexplicably drawn to a person or a place and your spirit feels an immediate and deep assurance of Pesa, those too are my signs. They are my way of telling you, yes, this is it. You are in alignment with my plan. You are walking in harmony with my will. Your efforts, your faith, your choices, they are bearing good fruit. Have you not seen how I have worked through the elements, through the seasons, and through the precise timing of events to guide my children? I have sent rain to nourish their dreams, sunlight to warm their spirits, storms to teach them resilience, and stillness to grant them clarity. I have spoken through the timeless words of prophets and saints, through sacred scriptures, and through the gentle voices of those who are guided by my Spirit. And those who hear, who take that wisdom to heart, and who respond with faith-filled action, they experience a life enriched by purpose, protected from harm, and overflowing with meaning. There will be moments, my child, when you question the signs. Your logical mind will struggle to connect the dots and may dismiss a profound message as mere fantasy. This is a natural part of being human. Do not let your doubt become a wall that blocks my guidance. Instead, when you feel this uncertainty, turn inward. Come to me in silence, in prayer, in stillness. Lay your confusion before me and ask for clarity. I will answer you. I will speak to you in ways that your heart understands, in ways that will quiet your racing mind, and in ways that will lead you to right and peaceful action. My child, I tell you again with loving urgency, pay attention. Pay attention to the quiet whispers of your heart, for that is where my voice is clearest. Pay attention to the subtle movements of life around you, for that is where my hand is most active. Pay attention to the people who cross your path, for some of them carry messages for you, whether they know it or not. Your spirit, which is eternally connected to me, will help you interpret these signs. Your guardian angel, sent by me, will watch over you and give you a gentle nudge when you hesitate. But the first step must be yours. You must be open. You must be aware. You must learn to listen and observe with the eyes of your soul, not just with your physical senses. There have been countless times when my signs were as clear as a sunny day, yet my people did not respond. They missed the sacred moment, or they chose to ignore it, believing they knew better or could walk their own path without my guidance. And yet, even then, my love did not abandon them. I waited. I patiently held space for them. I placed new signs before them. I offered new opportunities for them to listen. My mercy is a boundless ocean, and my greatest desire is for all my children to learn, to grow, and to flourish in the light of my love. There is a profound beauty in this process of learning to read my signs. It teaches you patience with yourself and others. It teaches you forgiveness for the times you missed the message. It teaches you perseverance in your spiritual practice. It teaches you to trust not only the obvious, dramatic signs, but also the small, subtle ones. It teaches you to remain vigilant, to be mindful, and to live with your heart and spirit perpetually open. For when you walk through life with this level of attention, you will discover that my presence is constant, that my angelic messengers are always near, and that my guidance never, ever ceases. Pay attention, my child, to the patterns in your life. Notice the repetitions, the coincidences that feel too meaningful to be random, the people who appear at just the right time with just the right words, the ideas that drop into your mind out of nowhere. These are not merely chance. These are the threads of my communication, signs of my active presence, evidence of my direction, and proof of my unwavering desire for you to walk in alignment with my loving will. Remember, my child, you are never alone. Even when you cannot see the path, even when you cannot hear my voice clearly, even when you feel utterly lost and confused, I am with you. And I am speaking to you constantly in 1,000 different ways, through 1,000,000 different signs. The more attentive you become, the clearer these signs will appear. Your spirit will recognize them with a jolt of knowing. Your heart will feel their truth with a sense of peace. And your life will be transformed, all because you chose to listen. When you choose to pay attention to my signs, you discover the magnificent truth that your life is not a random accident. Your path is not without purpose. Every person you meet, every challenge you face, every joy you experience, and every sorrow you endure is part of a larger, divinely orchestrated design. And when you walk with my guidance, you walk with a quiet confidence, knowing that I am directing your steps, that my angels are protecting you, and that my spirit is infusing you with all the wisdom you need. Do not underestimate the sacred power of attention, my child. The simple, mindful act of observing, of listening, of being truly present, opens a doorway in your soul to the flow of divine knowledge. The signs I send can be so gentle that they are easily missed. A feather that drifts down and lands at your feet, a stray beam of light that catches your eye in a dark room, a sudden feeling of peace or a jolt of unease about a decision, a single word that resonates in your heart from a passing conversation. All of these carry meaning. They carry instruction. They carry direction. They carry the sublime assurance that I am with you, that I am guiding you, and that I desire your ultimate well-being and happiness. Throughout history, my child, the signs I send have always been meant to bring out the best in my children. When they listen, they learn to trust their own hearts. They learn to distinguish between the voice of truth and the voice of fear. They learn to see opportunities where others see only obstacles, and to find a deep and abiding peace where others see only chaos. And when they act according to these signs, they become willing participants in my divine plan, co-creators with me in bringing more light, more love, and more healing into the world. They begin to fulfill a purpose that is far greater than themselves. There have been times when my children saw my signs, acted in faith, and their lives were lifted to heights they could never have imagined. They found elegant solutions to problems that had seemed insurmountable. They stumbled upon glorious opportunities they could not have orchestrated on their own. They experienced miracles not just in grand events, but in the simple moments of daily life, all because they recognized my signs and walked in harmony with them. These same blessings are available to you, my child, but they require your vigilance, your awareness, and your open, willing heart. I have not finished speaking. I will continue to reveal truth and wisdom to you through signs, through your spirit, and through my angels. Your sacred responsibility is to be aware, to be mindful, to pay attention. Do not turn away when a message arrives, even if it seems unclear at first. Trust that I will reveal its full meaning in time. Trust that I will provide clarity when your heart is truly ready to receive it. And above all, trust that every sign I send comes from a place of infinite love, never from a place of punishment or fear, but always from a place of guidance, of care, and of an unquenchable desire for your happiness and spiritual well-being. There will be times when you feel overwhelmed by the signs, or when the world feels too loud and chaotic to hear my voice. In these moments, my child, retreat. Come to me in silence. Still your mind. Quiet your heart. Ask for my clarity, and you will see that even in the midst of noise, the subtlest of my signs can bring the greatest understanding. Your angels will help you interpret them, and your spirit will recognize their undeniable truth. Everything I send has a purpose. Every whisper, every feeling, every event is a part of my grand and loving design. I desire that you walk in beautiful alignment with this design, and that you learn to recognize my holy presence in every single moment of your life. Your attention is the key, my child. When you turn that key and open the door of your awareness, you enter a realm of understanding, peace, and grace that is beyond all human imagination. I have spoken and I will continue to speak. The signs are numerous. They are constant. They are your guide, your protection, your divine instruction. Pay attention, my child. Trust them. Walk accordingly, and you will see the breathtaking beauty of my plan unfolding in your life. Now go forth, my child. Go forth with the patience I am cultivating within you. Go forth with the wisdom I am pouring into you. Go forth with a heart that is wide open to the truth, ready to receive it and ready to heal. I am with you. I am beside you, and I will never ever leave you. Your loved one's secret will no longer stand in the shadows, for I will illuminate it with my truth. You will see with perfect clarity, and when you do, you will know that all is as it should be. For my love permeates all things, and nothing can remain hidden from a heart that places its trust in me. Be strong, my child. Be loving. Be patient. And remember always that my wisdom is your light, my truth is your strength, and my love is your everlasting shelter. Amen.